Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please, if you're in this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Please, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And also remember to put a notification bell. Also, you can also check the previous videos that already running. And we have already posted one video, and this one will be the second video. Thank you so much, my good people. And actually, if you have not yet watched the first video, please check it out. You never know, it might put a very, very big smile on your face. So please, in today's video, I would really want to first of all welcome Elena back to the platform. Please, thank you so much for coming back. And I would really want to take this opportunity also, to thank all my good people who were able to be with us, and also helping us with prayers. So please, let's continue praying for each other. And also, I'm not very sure whether Judmoyo is back to UK, but also greetings to you wherever you are, Judmoyo. And we hope you, if you are back to UK, hope you reach well. Thank you so much, my good people, and thank you so much for always making it to this platform. And I can assure you, we are still moving very, very strongly. And in the first video, I said that there's something that I'll be passing out in the second video. Actually, I think as this video is coming, early in the morning, I will be actually, I don't know, anyway, but I'll be traveling to the village very, very soon. Maybe when this video is playing, I would have already reached, or I'm on my way there. So please, thank you so much, my good people. And I can assure you, if tomorrow there are challenges of videos, just know probably I've reached a network is maybe a problem, because village issues, network is always a challenge. But I'll try my best to ensure that all will be coming, each and every. Thank you so much. That's what I wanted to pass out. But also in today's video, we have very, very interesting discussion. Actually, we are going to have Kohera in this platform today. Also, we are going to have the fisherman. We are going to have the princess again in this video. And also we are going to have have I mentioned the fisherman, the princess, Kohera, and some mix up things in today's video. Please, thank you so much for always turning up to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform, and I can assure you we are moving very, very strongly. And thank you so much, my good people, for ensuring that all things are flowing well. So please also be ready, because new things will be coming. And actually, the reason for my going to the village is that one of my cousin will be having a traditional marriage very, very soon, and I'm trying to go there in advance, so that we try to help with a few things here and there, ensuring that all is well. So I'm not very sure whether I'm there. I'll be in position to make a video in that traditional marriage. I'm not very, very sure. But this is a reaction. We always do reaction only here. So anyway, if I'm to put maybe just but anyway, thank you so much, my good people. Let's start the video of today. Now, the princess with the boyfriend is in the village, and I can assure you, love is in the air. Love is in the air. For those who have been following the princess in her YouTube platforms, YouTube platform, love is in the air. And really, you see that this is genuine love. Let me tell you, by the time the princess brought her boyfriend in the village and introduced him to the father, she knows what she's doing. And me, first of all, I would really want to give a very, very big credit, very, very, very big credit to her. Because in our way of African setting, when you have a boyfriend or a man and you feel that that is the right person, the next step you do is actually to introduce your boyfriend or your man to your parents. And that is exactly what she has done. You know, that shows you, here in our setting, it shows you that the young girl respect tradition and respect the parents and respect and value family. That is exactly what she has done, you know. And by her doing that, she receives blessings from both parents if they are still alive. And for this case, the parents of the princess, all of them alive. So congratulations to her, and I can assure you, love is in the air. Let me tell you something before we go into full details about this video. If you remember, when the princess made a video, and actually she was telling her father that she wants to move out from home to her own, she wants to start life, you know. I really saw how her father was really very, very emotional, very, very emotional, because it reached a point like her father actually didn't want her to move, according to the way I'd interpreted in that video. Because even when she was organizing her clothes, her father again came back and he was like, I want to talk to you, you know. I think he wanted to get into details why the princess actually wanted to leave home. Is there a problem? Is there any misunderstanding? Is there something probably she's not speaking out? Because a right parent with a sober mind will always have a lot of questions, because the home is a beautiful home. Everything is organized. So how comes you are saying you want to leave? But also remember, on the other side of the coin, congrats mom is also saying you need to get married. And the father, you know, always fathers are very worried of their daughters, especially here in Africa. You know, actually, fathers put much attention into girls. Like, they want to see them, even when she goes somewhere, they want to know at what time are you coming back, and what are you going to do there, and what exactly, you know, how many minutes, how many hours are you going to take there. Fathers are always having a lot of concern when it comes to daughters, you know. For the boy, the father can be like, okay, you are going, okay, safe journey. He will not mind so much. But when it comes to a girl, he will always want to know in details. You know, you are going to go there, you are going to meet who, you are going to stay with who, and what exactly are you going to do there, and at what time are you going to come back. And when the daughter comes late, beyond the time, you know, she had already said, that is a problem. Automatically, that will be a problem. However old you are, you know, because they will always don't want their daughters to get spoiled, to get issues, to get what, you know, because they believe when you raise a good daughter, you are shaping her family with time, you know. So when I saw that concern, you know, from her father, I got to notice that actually there's something, you know, and you would really see in his face that actually is not, you know, there is accepting that, okay, you go, but, there's a lot of questions, you know. But after, when the princess said, I'm going to have a conversation with my father, the second time I saw, in that very video, when I saw him, I saw actually his face has cleared to look like he has understood exactly why the princess wanted to go away from home. And probably the father told her that if you want um have to start a life with such a person, then the condition, or you need to bring her home. These are just my assumption. I'm not saying this is, because, by the way, the pride of a father is to see her daughter moving in the right direction. And that is exactly now what is happening. The daughter has brought a boyfriend at home. And you see everything is moving to the right direction. You know? She's here at the travel commander's place, and you really see that everything is organized. When she goes to the mother's place, they are welcoming. Let me tell you something. Here in Africa, there is a way in-laws always will want to show that unique respect to their, we call it muko. Muko is somebody who probably have married your daughter, or people on the side of a man who have married your daughter. We call them muko. It is total respect. When somebody tells you, oh, my muko is coming, you will see they will try to organize everything. Let me tell you, right now, there is total happiness in that home. Total happiness. And you can easily see that on the face of David Jr. Every day you see him saying, I'm happy for my sister. And it is genuine, not forging. There is a day when I was watching the video of David Jr. and actually the princess and the boyfriend was going with the vehicle of David Jr., I think, to buy some few things. And David Jr. thought he was going to go with the princess and the boyfriend to wherever they were going. And the princess said, no, give us some space. Let's go and enjoy ourselves. I really saw how how it was. He felt it like, these people have left me. He feels he need to be part of the story. And actually he's part of the story. I saw him really feeling like he's feeling bad, but at the same time, he wishes them well. Are you seeing? And he say, I understand. Yes, that is how things, But also, let me tell you, when you have your sister at home, when she's actually there, you are happy to see her there. The most hardest part, again, is when you are seeing her going and she's going with a man to stay, and probably will take a lot of time without even seeing her. That is the most hardest time for us boys. For people who have ever faced such a thing, they understand what I'm talking about. When you are really very, very close to your sister or your sisters, and you are really seeing her going out, And you'll be like, I might end up seeing her after 2 years or 1 year. Because mostly here in Africa, when people get married, somebody can even take 3 years without coming back. Maybe you'll just be talking on the phone and the rest. But when they go, they will really go. Find somebody have gone for like 2 years, 3 years. Okay, some people can take 1 year, but you can imagine 1 full year when you have not seen your own sister. It is not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing. So, and when you see, like for David Jr., whenever the sister comes back home, you really see that he's very, very happy. And he wants to be always where she is. He wants to be always there. It shows you the connection that these people really have. And again, if you notice, when the travel commando is in the village, the princess also want to be again very, very, so it's a chain. The princess also want to be very, very close to the travel commando. I don't know whether you people, my good people here have noticed that. Dave Jr. is very, very close to the princess. Then the princess is very, very close to the travel commando. I don't know whether I'm my observation is wrong, but to me that is what I've seen. The Junior will be very, very close to the princess. The princess will be too attached to the brother. So actually, the balancing factor here is the princess. I don't know whether I'm putting it right here. The balancing factor here, the balancing person here is actually the princess. The one who is, who is this way, who is this way, But for us men, we are boys at home. We are like, boys are like that. Here in Africa. You will not see, but for few families, few families, those ones who have been maybe in town, and every time you are together with your brother, but in village, this one will leave and go in his own direction, the other one go to his own direction, and you find all of them have different friends. Now you find I have different friends, my other brother have different friends, but now we just meet home, maybe time to sleep, and you see that that connection match is not there. You may think people even, don't like themselves, but yet in actual, it is just some few things here and there. You have different friends, I have different friends, and more of the time you spend with your friends. Sometimes you meet during lunch time, or even you don't meet during lunch time. So maybe somebody have gone to work, you come back in the evening. Most of the time you are with the friends. But if you want to know that actually these individuals, brothers, are connected here in Africa, you touch one. Touch one. That is when you will see a real fire. Touch one. You will see what is called a brother. Here, brothers don't hesitate. They don't hesitate. Touch a brother or touch his or her sister. You will see the real fire. You will see the real drama, I can assure you. That is why Hello Baby Official right now is having a problem. Hello Baby Official thought that he has now managed to grab Davy, that he has penetrated, and he was looking so much comfortable that nothing can happen. Then it happens that he touched the wrong button. He touched the wrong button. He touched a wrong button by going to record the wedding or the marriage or a ceremony that he was not supposed to post on public. You remember that story? And that is exactly what caused a problem to this so-called baby of that that boy is also very confused, because I always see him in these other videos of this so-called the lion. Sometimes he's there in that home, in that construction site, kind of. Because here, this so-called elite say, hey, baby, hello, baby officer, how are you? How are you? Is everything there? You know? So, probably he's a person who is taking information. He's a spy, probably. You know? Everything, by the way, everything. You know, all people want money. All people want money. I can assure you. That young boy is very, very much capable of doing anything. You know? So he thought, after being informing that don't record anything, and nobody's going to record here, for him with his big head, he went and recorded and posted. And now things backfire. And even they have removed him from being a moderator. You know? So sometimes you need to understand that a family is a family. You know? Don't enter into matters of families. You'll get problems. When you see, just like, you know, when you see a neighbor is fighting with his wife, then you go that you're the one who knows how to enter into things that does not really concern you. You know? When they reunite, they will start talking about you. That's the issue. They will start talking about you. And they'll tell each other what you have been telling the other ones. So please, this Hello Baby offshore became so stupid that he thought he's uncontrollable, he can do anything. I hope he has learned his lesson. So, what am I trying to say in this video? This stupid old man called Kohera has again come out and he's saying that he has seen the princess has brought a man home and she has introduced the man to her father, and he has accepted that the father to the princess was very, very smart. For the first time, he's admitting that the man was very, very smart. You see, when you look at the coat of this old man Kohera, his coat always swallow him. It does not have measurement. That's not, you know, how can you put on a coat that swallows you? You cannot, you know, sometimes, by the way, people need to be very, very careful. Yes, we understand he's an old man, but his dressing code, you remember, he used to put on blouses for his wife. You know, until we made a video and we are condemning that you old man, you cannot do that, a professional teacher and this, blah, 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 blah. And he stopped. Even he stopped making videos on that dough, that funny dough of his, he stopped. And all that was because of our effort, and I was very, very pleased. He had to listen to what the message we are putting on his table. So, this old man came out and said that he is very, very pleased with actually what is happening to the princess, bringing a man home and all this and this, blah, 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 blah. But then again he said, now he's not very, very sure whether the princess will be in position to maintain the relationship. Now that is where I started having a problem with this confused old man. You cannot come out and say you are not sure whether she will maintain the relationship or not, because it seems like the princess is much interested in money. I said, old man, be very, very careful. And this is an old man who is supposed to be, you know, giving clear advice. But this is an old man who is always want to wish others. However much you see him trying to talk something positive, at the end of it, will bring negativity in whatever things he says. You cannot say that somebody have brought a man home and you are happy about it. Then again, you start putting a lot of question whether somebody is going to be in position to maintain the relationship. What this old man need to understand that actually the princess has already made a lot of money and she's still continuously making a lot of money on the platform. And she's not a broke person. She's not a broke woman, as this old man probably think that maybe the princess want to get money from the boyfriend and not continue with the life. You see, this old man, the way I look at him, he has been living a very, very frustrated life. That whatever things that he sees, you see, when people sees our girls here marrying white men, they think it is mostly for material kind of thing, which is really very, very bad. And I have a feeling that actually that is what is in the mind of this old man. That the reason why the princess have gone for the white boyfriend is actually money. That's what I know. That's what I know, that this old man, that is actually what he's thinking about, which is actually very, very wrong. Because the princess is very, very capable of doing a lot of things. A lot of things. And from the word go, I have seen that she is a very, very responsible woman, and she is a person who cares about a family. And that is actually, I think, is the basement of her relationship with her boyfriend at the moment. She want to settle. She want to settle. So for this old man to come out and castigate doubt in somebody's relationship is actually jealousness. Jealousness. Because this family is really moving in a very, very right direction. There is no one in this family that is really doing so badly to the extent that they cannot buy even clothes for themselves. And I think that is really what is paining this old man called Kohera, because I really don't think that she has ever had he has a daughter who is like these children. I don't think. But you see, if you keep on putting that type of thinking in you, negativity throughout your life, actually what you keep on talking about will come back, just to haunt you, because he's talking about the things within his compound there. When you see a very, very frustrated old man at that age talking the way he's talking, just know his life is just trying now to change because of this platform. But that old man was really doing so bad, because some people don't want to always watch his clips here. But if I was really to play for you some old videos, you would really see that things were not really well on his side. And even himself, he said it in the video, the recent video that he posted, that actually he's now seeing that his life is starting to change. People are helping him. He can now be in position to buy food so that he can feed himself with a wife. So also now the question is, so he's talking about feeding himself with a wife. So what about these other children and these other women? What happens to them? Because it seems like his main focus is now the wife he's staying with. What about these other women? Because he claimed would have married that he has married a lot of women outside there. That he has very many women. So what happened now to the other ones? It seems like he does not care about the other ones after using them and frustrating them in life. So when this old man castigate doubt in how the princess is going to maintain the relationship, What about him? Eh? You see, before you start talking about people's relationship, look at yourself. Because this old man called Kohera, a lot of women have left him. Yeah? So what he is wishing for others is actually what has already happened to him. So he has a feeling that what happened to him can also happen to other people. That is not how things are done. Hmm? If you have failed in other relationship, you leave others, because this old man always marry women, and women keeps on leaving. And also probably this one also was planning to leave. But now because of some money donation is coming on their side is probably what is going to keep her. You know? Because it was really becoming a problem, I think, to this old man to maintain some level of whatever at his home. Because according to him, like, even food was becoming a problem. At least now I'm getting some smaller something that can help us to sustain, that to sustain themselves. That shows you the hardship these individuals were really facing in their home. So actually, this old man should stay away from matters that really does not, concern issues of people's relationship. It's not really good to talk much about it, because actually me, I would really want to wish that everything goes on well here and there, but for this old man at his age coming out that he's also trying to, that is scrap, that is really scrap. So actually I've seen a video of the fisherman. The fisherman have released a video claiming that he is being invited back to the village, back to the villa, to go and work on the fish pond. And he is also claiming that, strong man is being invited back to the villa to go and do some few things here and there. That is according to the fisherman. But you see, the fisherman is only after making videos and, making stories here and there just to make people to keep on watching his platform. Actually, that is right now what he's playing. Right now, he's playing a lot of monkey tricks in his videos, because actually a lot of his videos are not doing well at the moment. Now, what he has resorted to do is playing monkey tricks, coming out with these funny things that, forging stories here and there to, to keep the audience watching his videos. But actually, it is reaching a point that a lot of his audience are actually getting tired with the type of videos he's releasing. A lot of them, they are really getting tired, because see, you cannot lie people forever. You cannot create confusion after confusion. You cannot be spreading this wrong information out, because actually people are able to see. And also he claimed that they have invited him to have a partnership, kind of, that to distribute clothes that, Train Town grandpa brought to the villa, But the travel commando made it very clear, if you remember, actually in the current video. He made it very clear that he will see what he can give to other people. Now the fisherman, after listening to the travel commando, he came out with a video claiming that he has received a phone call from the villa, so that he could then should go and take things and go and distribute. And I saw a lot of his supporters are saying, please don't go back to the villa. If you want your life, don't go and do what. You see, I wonder why some of these individuals cannot really see the truth. Even when they're lying them straight on their eyes, they cannot actually see. That's now where the problem have reached. That is where they have reached. They cannot see the truth. That they are even being lied straight direct on their faces. So, but anyway, they deserve to be lied, because they're also confused. They're confused like the fisherman himself. So please, we are still going to be looking onto that story and how things will be flowing. But I can assure you time is going to reach where everything is going to backfire. Because actually I was watching the live stream between Gake and who is this? Gake and Mawira, when they are having a live stream, and they were saying that these individuals actually they were spreading wrong information during the time of the party. And they said that Actually, when the travel commando was not at the villa, like when he traveled, he would actually ensure that he sends them money to buy food. You know, for them, they used not to spend even a single coin of their money to buy food. It was money from the travel command. The travel command used to cater for everything that they need that they need at the villa. The travel command used to give them everything. That these individuals, they were actually wanting to try to to destroy, and that looking for views, that whatever they were talking is scrap. That now you see how some of them are suffering, that some of them are getting accident, double accident, you know see the frustration they're living. Some of them are being arrested, some of them they are fighting themselves, and actually it is exactly what is happening. You see how these individuals are now fighting themselves each and every day. I think when they wake up in the morning, they start looking for ways to start fighting themselves. And indeed, this is exactly what is happening. Like the way they were saying, these individuals are fighting, and some of them that even now in the community, within the community there, the people in the village are talking about them, that actually now they are surviving because of that family. They are building because people in the village are talking about them. You know? So that type of behavior is actually not good. When you see somebody have really done you good, accept and appreciate. And if you want to go on with life, you go. You people remember Strongman. Strongman, how the travel command really helped Strongman. But you saw how his wife was opening his mouth. That confused woman. She was very busy opening her mouth, and she does not know even that even the transport that she used to come there was provided by the travel command. Probably the food that she has been eating at the home with the children was being provided by the travel command. But I saw that woman really talking so badly about the travel, and I really felt so bad. But where has the channel gone? Where has it gone? The channel is doing so badly. I think it has even reached a point of collapsing. That channel of the strongman 2 5 whatever, where the one the woman was running. You see, you cannot sustain a lie. You cannot. How can you accept your wife to do such a thing to a person who have really helped you, somebody who have really tried to do something better to change your life? It is very, very bad. Please, let's learn how to control our women, men. Let's learn. It's very, very bad. Please, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. As I've already said earlier, I will be traveling to the village because one of my sister, my cousin sister, will be having a traditional marriage in the village. So I need to be there. That is my cousin sister, and we grow up together. Actually, yeah, we grow up together, and actually, her mother is the first nurse in a whole parish. Her father, her mother is the first nurse, professional nurse in a whole parish. And my father is the first head teacher in a whole parish. A parish is quite very, very big. Actually, it's after a parish you go to a sub-county. So actually, I don't want to talk much. So please, me, I will be going there to enjoy nyama choma, if at all it's going to be there. If it's not going to be there, we shall be there for our sister. Yes, we shall be there. That is my sister, and I will be there. Hey, me, I will be there for my sister. She is my sister, and she's getting married, and we are getting some cattle there. My cousin brothers, they will be getting cattle. Yeah, no, those cattle are not coming to us. It will be going to their to her brothers. So if at all her brothers with the time want to marry, you know, they can use those cattle to marry the women. Yes, that's how we do. And here, by the way, when a girl gets married with cattle, those cattle are not supposed to be misused. The brother, one of the brother, should marry with those cattle. That is how it is. You don't just wake up and you start selling those cattle anyhow, you know. Those cattle, they should use them to marry a woman in that home. That is how it is. You don't just wake up, then you start selling. You will be a topic in a hollow village. You see how he is misusing the cattle of the daughter, yet he or she has boys that are supposed to marry with time. You see, I have a match. You have money to buy your own cattle, and your sister was married, and you have cattle and their cattle at home there. Your cattle that you bought, they must pick some few cattle from the one they have used for marrying your sister. They add on the one you bought to marry your wife. I don't know whether I'm making sense there. The logic is that so that your wife should be in position to respect your sister or your sisters. I don't know whether I'm making some sense. That is according to even me. When I was getting married, I was given, I think they picked like 3 or 4 to add on what I had, what I bought to marry my wife. Yes, it is a tradition. It's a tradition, and there is no way you are going to say no. The moment you start saying no, I don't want your cattle, then from that very day your wife is a bad person. From that very, you actually would have given them a password to say you have married a wrong wife. So if they're to say we are giving you 3 or 1 or 2, accept. If you want peace. If you don't want peace, you play around and you start saying, you will see. People, everybody will be against your wife and you'll never be at peace. Yes, so that's a little bit about tradition. Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much, my good people, and thank you so much for always turning up to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Actually, let's meet again in our next video. God bless you, and God bless all of you abundantly. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.